How to train rock stars. No, I don't mean musician rock stars, I mean sales rock stars. That's the one who earns the most money. But before they earn money to you, you have to train them to earn money for themselves. How to do so, you will know after you finish this video. First, you have to have it written, otherwise you will forget what was there and you will start changing it even without you realizing it. So let your salespeople record themselves first. Why? Because otherwise they will lose your time a lot. Because what they do, they read it just once before they go to sales training and they just think they know it from top of their head. They don't. So don't be naive as they are and just let them record it. So once they record themselves, any script you have in the book, in the Notion, then you tell them, hey, I think you can do better than that. Could you please record it again? And once you do that, it will save about 50% of your time because they go to the training with at least knowing what they're gonna say, what the script sounds like. And then you can actually train them to use it properly with the right tone, with the right timing, and make it more fluent within your sales process. Biggest mistake what I learned on role plays with the salespeople is that I let the slowest one, the worstest one start. Actually, then monkey see, monkey do. So you see the worstest one and the another one, then the flow is very slow and it's like a dead water. If it's a lake or if it's state water, not some flowing water, then it's not gonna be good quality. So you need to have a flow, you need to have a rhythm, and the best way how to do so is let the best rock star within a team run the role play first. I actually start the role play on my own with them. Hey, we do qualification call today, so let me do first one. And once you do the first one, then it's enough, because then they will repeat it. As you probably figure it out, the best salespeople are fast learners, so they can learn on their own. You don't need to be always coaching them one-on-one. That was what I was thinking about, but it's not really true. So what you can do is record yourself and just send this recording of coaching session with somebody else to the rockstar and he will know. So record yourself and let others to listen to your coaching session. And the best things which I'm using for it, it doesn't have to be Gong, it can be Lexi, which is recording what you're saying, transcripting it, chaptering it, and actually it's even putting all the question or objections which was on the call, so they can just copy and paste it in their own notes and learn from it. My biggest mistake was I always give to the person which started with us the list, not one or two things, but 1 to 100 things what to improve in, and hope he will pick it up. He felt probably miserable after all, because there was such a big room for improvement. But what you should do, what I learned along the way, is I say maximum 3 things what they should improve in. So 20% things influence the 80% of results, and same thing is within the sales call. So there is 3 things to be addressed, but normally the number 1 thing is actually influencing 50% of the quality of the sales call which you're training with that person. So what is really important, the one thing which you will address, it's normally that in a role play they're using but and they should use and instead in objection handling, because I understand you, sir, but, and that's actually denying what he said in the first sentence. So you just give them feedback about it and let it to sink in, and once they get better in it, then you can get to another part which is really influencing the quality of the call. Never address more than 3 things, otherwise the other person will not feel they are making it, and if they don't feel they are making it, that mindset influencing tremendously how they feel and then how they perform. No matter how great process and training you have for rock stars, if you don't have this one thing, you will not make it, which is consistency. Even if you have the best training for MMA or any other sport, but you don't practice it on a regular basis, you will not be able to achieve what other person which has much worse training can achieve just because they doing it on a regular continuous basis. So what's the right frequency to do so? Minimum is 3 times a week. Not more than that, because even if I was thinking, hey, maybe they could do it daily, it actually takes some time to process the information from last roleplay. So I normally let them Monday, Wednesday and Friday in the morning to kick out the day with a roleplay, and 3 times is the minimum, because if they don't do it at least 3 times, they don't get into flow of making it better, shaping the axe. Because many times we just work with the axe, but we don't shape in it. And shaping it means role play, training, and then they can get better and address the 3 things what you tell them to get better in. And there are 3 objectives to focus on when you are taking new person in your team and making him average and then rockstar. So the first objective is actually quality within a role play. So they have to know, even if you wake them up in the middle of the night, what they're gonna say, and they have to be really good in the quality of the script of the Bible which you have written for them, as you know from rule number 1. Once they have this, then they can get to the number 2 objective, which is how many meetings they are able to have, because if you are not doing it, how you can get better in it. So one first step is to shape the axe and sharpen the axe. Second one is to have a volume. And the third objective, final one, is close rate. How many of these meetings they can convert in deals. That's the objective which you follow, but you cannot get to the close rate until they are done with the quality of the role play. Once they are good with quality, they can higher amount of meetings they do, and then the third one is the close rate. Many sales managers, especially the new ones, they focus on the close rate, but they don't know how to address amount of meetings. And amount of meetings is highly influenced by quality of the calls and what is necessary for the role to get to the meeting. It's not automatic. It's something what they have to actually develop. 1, 2, 3.
Did you enjoy today's video? Be careful not to click on the like button or even worse, subscribe button like this. You might find even greater value in upcoming videos. Psst, don't share it with anybody in your business too. It may help them.